Void listening station. Archive log retrieved from Relay Node 7, Helios Expanse sector. Signal origin, emergency beacon, Kepler-7 extraction site. Timestamp degraded. Audio quality poor. Transmission incomplete. Playback beginning.
If you're hearing this, I hope it means the signal reached someone. I hope the relay bounced it far enough, maybe to a passing freighter or a listening station still online. My name is Marcus Webb, Mining Operations Manager, Helios Deep Mining, Helios Expanse, Kepler-7 extraction site, company ID 4471. This moon, I don't even remember its designation anymore. Some frozen rock orbiting a gas giant at the edge of the expanse. Nothing but ice, ore veins, and silence. I'm in a shallow ice cave right now, approximately 40 kilometers from the mine. The fire's burning low. The temperature's dropping. -60 and falling. I need someone to know what really happened here before the company spins their lies. 3 weeks ago, we were drilling Tunnel 9, following a promising mineral vein through the ice and rock. My crew was good. 12 people I'd worked with for years. Martinez, Chen, Okafor. I knew their families. Then the wall collapsed. Not a cave-in. The wall just gave way, revealing a natural tunnel system behind it. My crew was thrilled. Natural caves meant we could hit quota months early. Meant bonuses. Meant going home to their families sooner. I reported it to Regional Director Hayes. Could hear him calculating profit margins through the comm. Outstanding, Webb. The previous company's surveys showed massive deposits they couldn't reach. This is exactly what we needed. Get your crew in there immediately. The previous company, Zenith Mining Corporation, they'd sold Helios Deep these mining rights for a fraction of market value. Said they were restructuring. But standing at that opening, I noticed something wrong. The collapsed wall. The backside wasn't natural rock. It was reinforced. Industrial-grade composite. Someone had sealed these caves, deliberately. We entered anyway. Orders are orders. Our helmet lights could barely penetrate the darkness. The tunnels were massive, 40, 50 meters high in places. And the walls, claw marks, deep gouges running up every surface, layer upon layer. New scratches over old ones, even across the ceiling. Like something had been trying to climb out for a very, very long time. My crew didn't notice. They were focused on the readings. Mineral deposits everywhere. Exactly what the surveys promised. 3 kilometers in, we hit a dead-end chamber. Perfect for setting up drilling operations. As my crew prepared the equipment, I couldn't stop staring at those claw marks. the image of that sealed wall. I need to check something, I told Martinez. Start without me. The drilling began. The sound echoed through the caves, vibrations running through rock and ice. I headed back to the entrance. In the rubble of the collapsed wall, I found larger chunks of that composite material. They had claw marks too. And one piece had writing. Symbols carved deep into the concrete. Not human. Nothing in any language I'd seen. I photographed it, took it to my mobile office outside. We have universal translators for the crew, 20 different languages from across the expanse, plus colonial dialects. This wasn't in any database, but the system started finding patterns, mathematical constants, linguistic structures. After 2 minutes, a partial translation appeared. I stared at the screen. My hand froze on the console. I couldn't breathe, couldn't move. The drilling sounds echoed faintly from deep in the tunnels, still going, still vibrating through the ice. The words on the screen. Council decree. Chamber sealed by order. Under no circumstance. Breach will release. It must never. I stared at those words. Tried to tell myself the translator had glitched. That it was corrupted data. That ancient symbols couldn't possibly mean what I thought they meant. But I kept thinking about that sealed wall. Industrial composite. The claw marks everywhere. Hundreds of them. Thousands. Zenith selling those rights for nothing and vanishing. Hayes ordering us in without a second thought. No questions. No safety checks. They'd known. All of them. And my crew. God. My crew was down there. 3 kilometers deep. The drilling still echoing through those tunnels. I grabbed the radio, ran for the cave entrance. I yelled at them to get out now, but all I heard was static. The drilling had stopped. At the dead-end chamber, all our equipment was still running. Lights on, machines humming. But my crew was gone. All 12 of them. Vanished. No signs of struggle. No blood. Their tools exactly where they'd been standing. Like they just stopped existing. Then I heard it. Felt it. A vibration from deep below. Through the rock. Through the ice. Through my bones. Not mechanical. Organic. Like breathing. And then the growl. So deep it was more felt than heard. Echoing from every tunnel at once. The ice on the walls started cracking. Steam rising from fissures that hadn't been there seconds before. The temperature spiked 20 degrees in an instant. Something was coming up. I ran. God help me, I ran. Behind me I could hear the ice breaking, massive chunks falling. The growl getting louder, closer, and other sounds, chittering, scraping, like 1,000 smaller things following in its wake. I made it to one of the snow ATVs we used for hauling equipment between the tunnels. Didn't look back. Just drove. There was another mining site, Outpost 4C, maybe 60, 70 kilometers west. If I could just make it there. If I could warn them. Get help. The ATV screamed across the frozen wastes, ice and rock blurring past. I kept the throttle maxed. Didn't care about the engine temperature warnings flashing on the display. Then the fuel gauge hit empty. The engine sputtered. Died. I was alone. Middle of nowhere. Nothing but ice fields stretching to the horizon in every direction. I walked. Don't know how long. The cold was already seeping through my suit. Then I saw it. A shallow snow cave, carved out by the wind against an ice ridge. I went back to the ATV, stripped everything I could, the seat cushions, wiring, insulation panels, anything that would burn. Dragged it all back to the cave, used the power cell to start the fire, watched the flames catch on the synthetic materials. That was 4 days ago, maybe 5. I've lost track. The company won't send rescue, not after losing an entire crew. They'll write us off, blame equipment failure, send another team in 6 months, and they'll open those caves again. Zenith knew. That's why they sold so cheap. They found something that shouldn't exist, couldn't exist. Something the original inhabitants of this moon tried to bury forever. The fire's dying now. My hands are numb. Can barely work the transmitter. I can still feel the vibrations through the ice. Even here, 40 kilometers away. It's awake now. After who knows how many millennia, we woke it. My crew. I don't know what happened to them. But sometimes, in the wind, I swear I can hear drilling sounds. Like they're still down there. Still working. Still feeding it. If you receive this, don't come to Kepler-7. Don't let Helios Deep send another team. Some things should stay buried. The cold's setting in now. Can't feel my legs. At least out here, in the ice. I'll die as myself. Not like my crew. Not like whatever they became down there in the dark. This is Marcus Webb, signing off. Tell my family I tried to come home.